Okay, now we're going to talk about what to do week 1 if you're teaching a face-to-face section. Okay, so you're going to get in there and definitely wear a microphone. Again, whenever you're in these face-to-face sections, these sections are large, the rooms are large, and the microphone, it really helps the students pay attention and when they can hear you better. So obviously introduce yourself, get D2L open, and introduce the course and the syllabus and procedures. Remember, these students, vast majority of them are brand new to college, and so make sure you talk appropriately to them. They might hardly know what a syllabus is, so describe how it's a contract between you and the students. It's important, and it's always what they should look at first. Go through D2L with them, showing them where the syllabus is. Now, I don't print out the syllabus. I used to. I don't do that anymore. It just seems like it wastes so much paper, and they have it on D2L. I do like it better when they have it in front of them and they can take notes or whatever, but that's just, I guess that's just not the world we live in anymore. Let me share my screen and I'll go to my section, let's see, my face-to-face section. Let's see, no, that's not it. Okay, so I'm just going to go and grab one of my face-to-face sections. I've got a couple of them here. Okay, so what I'm going to do the first day of class is I'm going to show them how they should go to content. Content browser, I really think that sometimes students, they only look here. And when they look at content, I think it's a better view, especially with the online classes. So I'm going to open up the syllabus. And man, you really need to hit hard how they don't move each week, the instructors do. So they will be coming to the same place each week. They will see you in class 5 times, but you are their professor, so they can contact you anytime and you'll respond as quickly as you can, of course. There's no textbook. Tell them they must get a C in this class in order to take the next class. Introduce them to D2L and where they can get help and the Space Pulse app. Oh, one thing on D2L that I always do is notifications. I show the students how they can get notifications when an assignment due date is 2 days away. I highly recommend that students set this up as both an email and a text message whenever that either an assignment or a quiz. They will be so helped if they turn this on. So please, show them how to get to notifications and tell them how useful that will be, because it does help students in all of their classes if they get this alert 2 days before something's due. Go over the assignments with them and tell them how there are 6 assignments plus the other. And of course, that's in the syllabus. So let's see. So I guess I was talking about the syllabus, then I left it. Tell them that they need to be able to access the KSU Wi-Fi since cellular service isn't always dependable in the classrooms. Go over the learning outcomes, and then definitely spend time on grading. It is 50-50. Really hit hard that there will be one attendance grade that will be dropped. We will drop their lowest single attendance grade. That's the only one that will be dropped. And that late homework is not accepted. Deadlines are firm, but they do have this opportunity during week 15 to complete that extra assignment whose grade can replace their lowest one if they scored poorly on one. Obviously talk about the clue center and then go through the schedule. And the schedule is going to be really unique. And so again, really hit it hard that they don't move, the professors move. and that they'll have the honor of meeting all these professors. And in red is when everything's due and assignments are due at the start of class. And we like to be, you can, I'm sure you're seeing, there's a lot of uniformity between sections. That's how this class was designed, so that students will have the same relative experience, a very, very similar experience, despite who's teaching the class. All right, and then let's see. A practice attendance. So talk about how attendance will be taken, and then we have a practice attendance. So I'm calling this attendance quiz week 1. So go ahead and unhide it. So make it visible to users and step them through it. So what I do is I go through the preview, have them go in and through a browser or through the Pulse app. And, oh yeah, I had actually forgotten this. So what we did here, this for this practice attendance, I really wanted to hit home these points in the syllabus that they have so many problems with. Oh, I need to change this because there's actually 7. Last fall we had, or last spring we had an 8th assignment that we no longer have. So anyway, so having them take quiz questions on what is the late tardy policy. Can they drop an attendance quiz, and then how their final grade will be calculated. I think this helps. This is just something we started doing last spring. And so we've only had one big semester with it. A summer is just a small semester with students who flunked the class the first time. DFW. So anyway, so this is the quiz, and each one has a point assignment, but this quiz actually does not go towards their final grade. And so tell them that this is how we will be taking attendance, except the question, there'll be just one question. And then after that, go over the teamwork and scavenger hunt in detail, since the scavenger hunt is supposed to be covered. These topics are supposed to be covered during week 1. So what I do is I look at the week 1 course introductions and teamwork. There is a good video that Ronisha created about teamwork. And you could go through that if you'd like. Let me see. I don't think these videos are working. I'm going to have to go back to this and look at them. So there's like an 8-minute video. Here it is. I think it's an 8-minute video. Yeah, it's an 8-minute video about teamwork if you have time. I usually don't have time, so I just tell them to watch it, but talk about teamwork. And then for the scavenger hunt, the students are going to work in teams of 2 on that, but make sure you stress that each team member must upload the assignment. It's not 1 per team, it's 1 per person, so hit that hard. So I try to leave like 5 minutes at the end for students to meet another student and exchange contact info. And then I almost always have students asking me questions after class, and that is what I do week 1. So I hope that it goes well for you. Let me know if you have any questions, of course.